Well, if you want to keep this trophy, let us know. We can mail it out to you, okay? You can
All right. The unofficial EGOT trophy.
Exactly. Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl, and we are here at iHeartRadio, and today we are joined by the one and only John Legend is here. John, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Great to see you. My pleasure.
In front of us, we have our iHeartRadio's The Box. And now this is a really special thing that we like to do here at iHeartRadio. We have some of your biggest career moments and milestones inside this box. So we're gonna take a little walk down memory lane if you're down for that.
Let's do it.
Let's do some unboxing today. All right, so go ahead and open this baby up. Okay, here we go. We're starting with the debut album, John Legend, Get Lifted. Holding the vinyl in my hands, John, when you see this album, what does this take you back to?
Well, it takes me back about 20 years. I started writing that album in 2001. The first song I wrote that ended up being on Get Lifted was a song called Stay With You. And I was doing most of that songwriting when I was unsigned. I was trying to get a record deal. I was playing in gigs around New York and Philadelphia. I was doing a day job as a management consultant. One of my early gigs was at a place called Jimmy's Uptown in Harlem, and that's where I met Kanye, and we started working together. And I signed to his production company. He ended up executive producing my first 5 albums, and he was very involved in the making of Get Lifted. We wrote Used to Love You together. We wrote Number One together, and a few others. And it was a struggle getting signed. It was a struggle breaking through as an artist, but Get Lifted was the album that meant that I could break through. I won Best New Artist. I won Best R&B Album at the Grammys that year. I had so many of my dreams begin to come true during the release of Get Lifted and the success of Get Lifted. And I wouldn't be where I am today without that foundation that Get Lifted provided for me.
Seeing where you are now, again, the success that you've had, how many people's lives that you've touched, and you think back to this John Legend, what piece of advice would you give him starting out his career making this record?
I don't know if I would change anything. I think everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out, and I've had such a fortunate career, and I'm so grateful for everything that I've experienced and all the ups and downs and challenges I faced, because they've all made me stronger. So I don't know if I would change much from that time. I guess my advice would be trust your heart, trust your instincts, and everything's gonna work out.
I love that. Going back to those earlier days, let's dive into our very next item. First, getting your start, we have Hello, My Name Is name tags, because we have John Legend here, and you have an interesting story about how you actually got your name. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
The first guy who started calling me Legend, John Legend, was a guy named Jay Ivey. He's a spoken word artist. He's from Chicago, and I met him when we were all working on Kanye's College Dropout album together. And he would see me in the studio working with Kanye and working on the songs we were working on, and he thought I reminded him of the artists we grew up listening to. I've got that old soul, I've got that classic sound to my voice, and so he just started calling me the Legend. And it stuck, and I didn't know if I wanted to actually use it as a stage name, but eventually I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I know I'm not even signed yet, but I'm gonna have faith in myself. I'm gonna bet on myself that this is gonna work out, and I'm gonna try to live up to this name. And that's what I've been trying to do.
Were there any other stage names in the running?
No, I wasn't planning to take on a new stage name. I was John Stevens, and it's not as exciting as John Legend, but I wasn't planning to take on a stage name. But when John Legend started to emerge, then it was just a decision between, well, do I go with this sort of boring, normal name, John Stevens, or do I go with something that kind of has more audacity to it, like John Legend? And I was like, I'm gonna go with the audacity.
There we go.
I'm gonna go with the audacious approach and try to live up to it.
That's the energy we need. I love that. Okay, we have a few more things for you in the box. Next up, we have welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, your Las Vegas residency, which you're nearing the end of it, right?
Yes, we have 3 more weekends of shows in October. We did 3 weekends in April and May. We did 3 in August. and now we're ending up in October. Maybe we'll do some more in the future, but these are all the ones we have scheduled for now. And the reason I say maybe we'll do more in the future is because I've loved doing this show so much. I've been
Yeah.
having a blast. It's been my favorite show to do. It's been such a group effort. We've got the band, we've got the dancers, we've got all the creative team, the lighting team. So much has gone into making the show really special, and it really is special. I'm so enjoying it, and I'm so grateful for the reaction that we've gotten from the fans. If you haven't seen it yet, I want you to come to see us in Vegas in October. It's your last chance, and you got to see this show. If you care about my music at all, this is a great way to see it and enjoy it.
Do you have a favorite moment or memory from your time there?
Well, we've had so many great moments. A lot of it has revolved around family because my family has been able to come in from Ohio and all over the country. And one of my favorite weekends was Mother's Day weekend. My immediate family was there, my wife and kids, but also my mom came in from Ohio. Some of my aunts and uncles came in, and cousins. And that was a lot of fun. And then we're gonna have another weekend like that on my last weekend, the last weekend of October. So I love having my family there. It makes it extra special. And the way the audience is set up, you can really see pretty much everybody in the audience.
Oh, really?
And,
So yeah, it's
and
excellent.
there's no bad seats in the whole building. And so it's really cool just seeing the audience and connecting with them and feeling their energy, particularly when I have family in the building.
Have you guys spent much time in Vegas? Are you a gambler? Do you like that?
I'm not a gambler. I've spent a lot of time in Vegas because Chrissy's sister lives there, so we've spent a lot of family time there. We go out to dinner a lot there. We enjoy the city, but I'm not much of a gambler.
That's fair. Well, speaking of Chrissy, our very next thing that we have for you. Well, first off, we have this amazing trophy from Amazon. It's not an EGOT, but we're pretending it is.
Okay, we'll call it an
Thanks in
EGOT
honor of
trophy.
that.
There we go. And then we also have this amazing tweet from Chrissy. No Grammys for us today. John got an EGOT and EGOT lazy. Which I love. John, first off, that is such a tremendous award. Has it registered to you that you have your full EGOT status?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It means that I've been able to win an award in all the major academies that we have in the U.S. And it's crazy because I never dreamt of any of this stuff other than the Grammys. I dreamt of the Grammys for sure. When I was young, I always wanted to make music, and I always saw the Grammys as the ultimate accomplishment in music, but I never thought I'd be winning television awards and Broadway awards and Film Academy awards. But it's all come my way, I think, because I've really collaborated with some amazing people. I've been a part of some amazing projects, and it's put me in a position to compete in all these different realms that I didn't expect to compete in.
Well, if you want to keep this trophy, let us know. We can mail it out to you, okay? You can
All right. The unofficial EGOT trophy.
Exactly. Okay, last thing for you, John. This is so exciting. Your new album, Legend.
Ah! That's me. That's me in a very well-lit and properly airbrushed version of me.
I love it. This is going on my desk after this, okay? Yeah, first off, tell me about the visuals. Like, how did you decide this is what you wanted to lead with the Legend album?
I hadn't come up with the title yet when we came up with the cover, but I really just wanted this album to be soulful and sexy and personal, and I feel like that image says exactly what I wanted to say. It's like, this is me without any extra accoutrement, just me being my naked self in front of the world. And I love the richness of the tones of the colors on the cover. It just feels like classic and soulful and iconic, and that's what I wanted this album to look like, and I wanted it to feel like that too. And so hopefully the look, the feel, everything came together. The title.
Yeah, it absolutely does. When did you decide on the title? When was that finalized?
It was kind of later in the process. I at one point decided I was going to make it a double album, which was a big decision because I've never done a double album before. But I had written so much music that I was really excited about, and I wanted it to be a double album because I wanted it to show kind of two different sides of me. The first side is Act 1, and we call it our Saturday night side. And the second act is Act 2, which is more of our Sunday morning side. Saturday night is more sexy, fun, festive, party, up tempo, and then Sunday morning is more reflective and intimate and soulful. And all of that represents who I am. And I felt, let's just self-title the album. It's me. We'll just call it Legend. And it's me with my chest out on the cover. It's just me.
Let's go. And last question for you, John. I mean, the collabs on this album too were so impressive. How did you decide who you wanted to feature?
Well, a lot of it was about picking the right artist for the right song. So when I decided I wanted a feature on a song, I thought about, well, what does this song sound like? Whose voice would really complement mine on this song? Whose voice would really sound good with this instrumental accompaniment? And so when I had a really soulful song, I had to reach out to Jasmine Sullivan, and we did a really dope duet called Love. I had worked with Money long before over the years, and she was starting to really blow up as a solo artist. And I thought her voice would be perfect on Honey. I've been working with Rick Ross for over a decade now. We've done a bunch of songs together, and Rounds I thought was just the perfect song for him. And so a lot of it was when I had already recorded the song, when I already knew what the feel of the song was, matching up the right featured artist with that feel.
I gotta ask, what is Chrissy's favorite on the album?
I think her favorite is still Stardust. That was one of her early favorites, and she started to fall in love with that in the spring of last year, because it was one of the earlier songs we had done. And she fell in love with it because, we had gone through a lot during that time, and she needed a song that was healing and inspiring, and Stardust was that song for her.
John, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Legend is out now for everyone watching. Make sure you go listen to John Legend's Legend album. John, thank you so much again. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. A pleasure speaking with you.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.